even though Shakur Stevenson called out Conor Benn after his win against Teofimo Lopez, could a potential unification with Dalton Smith actually make more sense? Of course, Dalton Smith is undefeated WBC super lightweight champion, coming off a huge win over Subriel Matias where he stopped him in the 5th round. You know, this would be a huge fight for both guys, in my opinion. A unification bout, an opportunity for Shakur to win another weight and win another belt at super lightweight. And Dalton Smith, again, a guy who's got a decent resume, showed in the Subriel Matias fight that he's very tough, can take Subriel's shots, and can start a fight fast as well. I wouldn't say he could take Subriel's shots, because by the time Subriel was getting into the fight pretty much ended, but showed that he's got the gas tank, at least early on, to put some pressure on and put the pace to a guy like Subriel Matias. Granted, Shakur Stevenson will be far, far, far harder to hit. I mean, in terms of styles of boxing, they couldn't be further apart, right? Subriel Matias is an all-offense attacking guy, and Shakur Stevenson is literally the complete opposite in terms of being a defense-first fighter and a guy who's not even willing to give one and take one. He is give one, take zero. And he doesn't mind if those shots that he lands are less power. He just doesn't want to get hit. And I, as a fan, completely appreciate that. And I love to watch it because I train at nowhere near the level of these guys, but that's the type of style I have, right? So I do like watching Shakur a lot. But a Dalton Smith fight, I mean, it's hard seeing anyone actually being able to beat Shakur Stevenson over 12 rounds in a boxing fight, because he just knows and he just feels like he's seen everything. He's guy's young, he's still very much in his athletic prime, but feels like he's got the experience of all of the previous greats, that they had previously. Like all the experience of Floyd, all the experience of Bernard Hopkins, all of the, ring generalship and the experience and the counters and the feints and the crispness of punching. It's really something to behold. And Shakur Stevenson is undoubtedly a generational great, but Dalton Smith is no pushover. Right, you saw against Subriel Matias, he's going to come out and he's going to try and put it on you from the start in a way that Teofimo wasn't really able to do. Now, granted, that was because Shakur was so good defensively and such a good counterpuncher that Teofimo had no chance to. That could very well be the same case for Dalton Smith, where even if Dalton Smith has the intention of coming out and throwing loads of shots, once he gets countered and gets made to miss and embarrassed, his punch output could very quickly scale back. Not even because he's tired, not necessarily even because he's hurt, but because he doesn't have the confidence to throw anymore. And that happens in boxing, especially against a generational defensive great like Shakur Stevenson. So, if that fight gets made next, we've seen Dalton Smith can sell some tickets in the UK. Can he sell enough for it to sort of attract Shakur Stevenson over here? Because Dalton Smith's not a big enough name in America. Shakur Stevenson, to be honest though, Shakur Stevenson headlining against Teofimo Lopez, another unification bout, that could headline in America. It definitely could. Wouldn't be a gigantic show, wouldn't be a stadium show, but that could definitely headline a good show. Definitely headline a good show. Definitely headline a good 13, 14, 15,000. Comfortably, in my opinion. At this point, because everyone's talking about Shakur now. Everyone's saying he's the next Floyd. I knew it a while ago, but now everyone's saying it. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think Shakur should fight Dalton Smith next in a unification bout at 140? Or do you think Shakur's most likely to fight someone else? Let me know in the comments below what you think. Another episode of the Seth Solo Side Quest in the bag, and I'm out. Peace.